The pre-A level is the first stage in a reader's life. These are students who know fewer than 40 uppercase and lowercase letters and hear few, if any, sounds. Many of these students need support writing their first name, especially with appropriate letter formation.
J, like jar. Jar. Good. And the letter is?
G.
J. That's a J. You say that. J.
During the pre-A lesson, we use choral reading to support their development of emergent literacy skills. Later, these students will be ready for traditional guided reading lessons where they will read independently.
We like to play.
Pre-A lessons are especially useful for students learning to speak English and those who have had limited literacy experiences prior to entering school. The lesson supports the development of the letter-sound relationships and oral language. The lesson framework also teaches early concepts of print, such as left-to-right tracking and the concept of a letter or word.
Here's a word. You see those little letters? You know what letters are. And when you have a space, this makes a word.
As they advance to the upper end of the pre-A stage, students gain more knowledge of letters and sounds, but may have difficulty transferring their knowledge to text.
So this letter says R, and it's a R, and this one says U, and it's a L. Excellent job.
Pre-A students are ready to move to the emergent stage when they can do the following: write their first name without a model, name at least 40 uppercase and lowercase letters, demonstrate left-to-right directionality, understand enough English to follow simple directions, and hear at least 5 consonant sounds. In this lesson plan overview, I'll show you how to use your assessment data to plan and execute a pre-A guided reading lesson from start to finish. Before planning a pre-A lesson, start by reviewing your assessment information. The data will inform how to group your students, what text to use, and what skills and strategies students need to learn. An assessment summary chart is a useful organizing tool. The letter sound checklist is also key. This is your roadmap for each daily lesson. As you plan your lesson, use the chart to determine which letters and sounds should be taught that day.
So even though they know the sound of the letter, they can't identify the letter. So when they look at it in print, they cannot tell you that's the letter C, but if you ask them the sound for the letter C, they will make that sound.
Refer to the chart throughout the lesson as a checklist and to record students' progress.
We're going to play a game. I'm going to give you a sound, and I want you to point to the picture and tell me the letter that makes that sound.
Begin by having students work with their known letters and sounds. This will firm up their letter knowledge so they don't get confused when you introduce new letters and sounds. Later in the lesson, you'll be able to help students use these known letters as they read an easy book and write a shared message. Choose one letter activity from among 8 to use with your group. The letter activities are listed from easiest to hardest, so choose an activity from the top of the list with students who know very few letters. Activities 6, 7, and 8 are best used with students who know about 30 or more letters by name. Our purpose is to build automaticity by working with known letters. Here's where the letter sound checklist comes in handy. By keeping track of what the children are learning, we know which letters to include.
Like turtle, Douglas. Good, and the letter is T. You say it. T.
Follow the letter activity with letter formation practice. Choose a letter most students know and one that is challenging for them to form. As students form the letters, have them say the letter name and the directions for making the letter. Emphasize going from top to bottom when forming letters. This will build fluency with letter formation and help them form other letters that begin with the same movements.
Down, in, out.
Because phonetic writing in young children starts with learning the letters of their name, we present pre-A students with a name activity. This component also gives students another opportunity to work on correct letter formation.
And say each letter as you make it for me. Okay? D. Good job.
Once students can write their first names with correct use of uppercase and lowercase letters, this portion of the lesson can be eliminated. After the letter activities, address phonological awareness. When working with sounds, we want to build on the letters they already know by name and help them connect the letters and sounds. Teach students to follow this procedure when doing the picture sorts. Say the picture, say the beginning sound, say the letter that makes that sound, place the picture under the correct letter.
Green.
And the sound?
R.
And the letter?
R.
Which one's R?
As you work through the letters and sounds section of the lesson, keep track of students' discoveries. Highlight or circle the letter on the letter sound checklist if a student is able to connect the sound and the letter without your support. The purpose of working with books at the pre-A level is to build oral language, teach early concepts of print, and improve book handling skills. First, guide students through the book and have them take turns talking about the pictures. Encourage children to use complete sentences. When working with English language learners, use this opportunity to model a simple sentence about the picture and have them repeat it.
So they like to swing. Can you say that?
Swing.
They like to swing.
Swing.
You say. They
I
like
like
to
to
swing. Good.
Next, read the book with the students. This is choral reading, not guided reading. Have children use pointers to reinforce their understanding of one-to-one matching.
We like to run.
I want you to show me a word on that page.
Shared reading is your opportunity for teaching print concepts. Choose 1 or 2 points to teach in a lesson.
Here's a word. You see those little letters? You know what letters are. And when you have a space, this makes a word.
When reading a book with pre-A students, note how well they understand the concepts of print. Do they know what a word is? Do they understand the concept of first and last letter? What concept are they ready to learn next? The final part of the lesson is an interactive writing activity. Now, students are able to use the skills you have been teaching during the other components to co-write a simple sentence. By writing with your help, pre-A students are building their knowledge of sentence structure, hearing sounds and linking the sound to a letter, practicing letter formation, and applying print concepts.
Like.
K.
K. Very good. I'm going to have you make the K, and you practice the K down there.
During the interactive writing, take notice of which students are segmenting the initial sound and linking it to the letter on the alphabet chart. At the end of the lesson, you have a new set of assessment data. Use your notes on your lesson plan and the letter sound checklist to make a plan for the next day. In this guided reading lesson, I will be working with 4 pre-A students in kindergarten who are almost ready for emergent lessons. First, I meet with the student's teacher to go over the assessment summary chart and formulate an accurate profile of the group. These are advanced pre-A's who know most but not all of their letters and sounds, although they may struggle with using these letters during reading and writing. While they are strong with identifying letters, we'll want to reinforce the connection between the letter and the sound. So I'll select a letter and sound matching activity for them to work on. Since they do know most of their letters, I'll choose to work on the formation of K because the slanted lines offer more of a challenge. These students are already proficient with their names, so we can skip that skill. The R sound and L sound are tricky for them, so we'll focus on these two sounds during the lesson. These students are English language learners, so that's going to be a factor with book selection and how I introduce the book. I think the book Playing is a good choice for ESL students because they will be familiar with things in a playground. There's also good spacing between the words, which will help with their one-to-one matching, reinforcing the concept of a word. With my lesson plan filled out, I meet with my 4 readers. Here's the one-day pre-A lesson in action. You can follow along with the lesson plan in the viewing guide.
Okay, boys and girls, you've done a wonderful job on learning your letters and some sounds. We're going to play a game. I'm going to give you a sound, and I want you to point to the picture and tell me the letter that makes that sound. Find the letter that says Point to it. Say it. What is it? M. Find the letter that says T. Good job. Wait till everybody's there. T. T. Like turtle. Douglas. Good. And the letter is T. You say it. T. Find the letter that says J. J. Good. J. J. Like jar. Jar. Good. And the letter is
G.
J. That's a J. You say that. J. Find the letter that says F. Find it. Good. Starts like fish. Very good. And the letter is
F.
F. And here's your last one. K. K. Very good. K. Excellent. Find the K. It's in this line. There it is. There it is. And that letter is K. Let's practice making that K because that one's tricky. Watch me first. Down, in, and down. Okay, let's do it in the air first. Ready? Down. Oh, do it with your mark. Put your marker in your hand. Go ahead and put your marker in your hand. You will do it with your marker, but in the air. Okay, ready? Down, in, out. Okay, now practice it on your paper down here. Make some K's for me. Say down. Here, down.
Down.
Right there. Down, in, out. Very good. Do it again. Excellent. Down.
Out.
Okay, I'm going to give you some pictures. We're going to be listening, boys and girls, for letters that make the R sound. And what letter makes the R sound? R. And what letter makes the L? L. Very good. So you know how to play this game. So I'm going to give you the pictures as a rake, ring, rabbit, rain, lamp, leg, leaf, and lip. Okay, why don't you go first, Douglas? Pick one of your pictures for us. Rake. You
Rake.
say it. Give me the sound. Say yes, it is R. Give me the sound first. Say now.
Rake.
Give me the R. Good job, Emily or Cynthia.
Leave.
Give me the sound.
L.
Good. And the letter?
L.
Which one's L? Good job, Cindy.
Neck. L.
Give me the sound. Good job. Which one's the L? Good job, Emily.
Rain.
Give me the sound. And now the letter.
R.
Good.
Lip.
Give me the sound. And the letter?
Lip. L.
Good job. Which one's the L? Excellent. Cynthia. Ring.
Green.
Give me the sound.
R.
And the letter?
R.
Which one's R? Good job. Cynthia or Cindy?
Rabbit. R.
Give me the sound. Good job. Which one's the R? Excellent. Lamp.
O. L.
Excellent job. What's the L? Which one's the L? Beautiful job, girls. Boys, that was great. So this letter says and it's a R, and this one says and it's a L. Excellent job. Now we're ready to read our book, and it's called Playing, and this is about different things children like to play when they're in the playground. So we're going to take turns talking about what they like to do. So you're going to tell me the kids or we like to, and you're going to use your picture to help you. I'm going to let Cynthia start. Tell me about the picture. What do they like to do?
Play.
So they like to swing. Can you say that?
Swing.
They like to swing.
Swing.
You say. They
I
like
like
to
to
swing. Good. Oh, can you do this one for me?
I play.
They like to
Slide.
slide. They like to slide. You
Yeah.
say that. They like
like
to
to
slide.
slide.
Excellent. You are the one that likes to do this, Douglas.
They like to monkey.
They like to do what on the monkey bars? They like to climb. Everybody do that for me. Climb. Very good. And then we have your turn. Oh, and they're going in the box because they're going to hide. Very good. And on the last page, they tell us that they like to play. So I want you to get your pointer out, please. This book is called Playing. So open up to the first page of words when we have those pictures. Excellent job. Right there. And let's use our picture to help us figure out what they like to do. And on this page, it's going to say, we like to swing. Are you ready? Go.
We
like to swing. One more time. Read that with me again.
We like to swing.
I love the way you're lifting your pointers. Go on. Let's check our picture. Wait for Douglas. He's almost there. Okay, everybody read it together.
We like to swing.
Swing or slide?
Slide.
Excellent. Let's try that one again. Ready?
We like to
Go
slide.
ahead, Douglas.
We like to slide.
Good. Turn the page. Look at your picture. We didn't do this page. So what are they doing in the picture? They like to run. Let's read that page.
We like to run.
Turn the page. And check your picture. What do they like to do on this page?
We like to wait.
Ooh, think about your picture. What are they doing in the picture? They like
We
to
cry.
Let's try that again.
Like we like to cry.
Good. Turn the page. Ready? Think about your story.
Like
to
hide.
Let's try that together. Wait a minute. Wait for Cindy. Ready?
We like to hide.
Very good. And let's go to the last page. Wait a second. Wait for everybody. Okay. We like to play. Let's read that one again. We like to play. Now, I want you to show me a word on that page. Take your fingers and show me what a word is. Can you show me that? Excellent job. Show me a word. Put your fingers around a word on that page. Put one finger in front and one finger behind, like this, boys and girls. Here's a word. You see those little letters? You know what letters are. And when you have a space, this makes a word. Can you put one finger in front and one finger behind on that word? Show me that word. Good job. Okay. Show me another word. Go to find a different word. Okay, you want to make sure your finger goes in front like that, okay? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to read this page together, but we're not going to use our pointer. We're going to use our fingers, and this is how we're going to do it. Watch me first. We're going to do this. Watch me first. Look here. And you can take your fingers. We like to play. So let's get our fingers out, and let's frame that first word, and let's read it. Ready? We like to play. And show me the first word on that page. Where's the first word? Good. Show me the first word. Excellent. Excellent. Excellent job. Very good, boys and girls. Okay. And now we're going to write a sentence that we like to run. Everybody say that for me. We like to run. Go ahead and get your markers out. You're going to help me write. Watch me. We like to run. So let's try we. Point to the letter that makes like wagon and watch. Very good. What letter is that? Not a Y, like watch. That letter is a W, okay? So practice making the W down here, and you're going to make it right here. You practice down there. Good. Make it again. Make another W. Say W as you write it. W. Good job. Excellent. Okay, erase. Let's read our next word. Ready? We. Watch up here, everybody. We like. Give me that first sound. Yes. Point to the L. Show me the L on your poster. Show me the L on your chart. Excellent job. You make the L, Douglas, right here. Practice the L down here, boys and girls. Nice job. Excellent. Okay, erase. You don't have to keep capping your markers. You can just leave your marker in your hand because you're going to do some more writing. You can just leave it right there. Let's stretch out the word like. Everybody say like. K. Very good. I'm going to have you make the K, and you practice the K down there. Make it right here, right at the end of it. Sweetie, you're not going to write the whole sentence. You're just going to write the K, okay? Just make a K, like kite. Good job. Oh, nice Ks. Very nice. Okay, erase. All right, let's read our sentence.
We
Like to. Get your mouth ready. T. Excellent, Cynthia. You make your T. Good job. You are doing a great job. Make another T. You do it right there.
T-O.
Wow, you know the word to. Go ahead and write the whole word to. I didn't think you knew that word. Wow. Good job. Erase. And let's read it together.
We like to run.
Get your mouth ready.
R.
R. Very good. Okay, I'm going to let you do it. Make the R. Practice the R. Go ahead, erase too. Good job. Oops, that's okay, honey. And it can be upper or lowercase. I'm just happy to get an R. And I need something that goes at the very end of my sentence. Period. Okay, Cynthia, you make the period for me. Put it right down there in the line. Beautiful job. Okay, now let's read that sentence with me. Go.
We like to run.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to give you one of the words and see if you can put that sentence together. Who's got the word we? Good job. Now we need we like. Who has like? That's right. It does start with a L. Who's got the one? You do, Douglas. Okay, who's got the next word? Let's read it. We like to. Who's got T? That's where we go. T-O. And the last one? We like to
Play.
Oh, that's a play. Run. Let's do that one again. You ready? Okay. Who's got we? Look at your words. Give it to me. We like. Who's got like?
Like
To run. Very good. Excellent job, boys and girls. Thank you.
The students in this pre-A lesson made a lot of progress since they entered kindergarten not knowing a single letter or sound. Now, in their spring semester, they are strong with their letter sound knowledge. They did well with one-to-one word pointing, but are still developing the concept of a word. So, going forward, I would recommend having the students continue to frame the words with their fingers as a teaching point. The group did so well that their teacher and I went over our checklist to see if they were ready to move on to emergent guided reading. They were able to write their first name without a model, name at least 40 uppercase and lowercase letters, demonstrate left to right directionality, understand enough English to follow simple directions, and hear at least 5 consonant sounds. At the pre-A level, we work on oral language, concepts about print, learning letters, and learning sounds. The students now have a strong foundation in all those areas, oral language being the weakest, but they are ready to move into emergent guided reading. They will now start to be more independent with their reading and writing. It is important to support oral language throughout the lesson. I encourage students to give a complete sentence about each picture in the book. If necessary, I model a simple sentence and ask students to repeat it.
I'm going to let Cynthia start. Tell me about the picture. What do they like to do?
Play.
So they like to swing. Can you say that?
Swing.
They like to swing.
Swing.
You say. They
I
like
like
to
to
swing. Good.
I continue to support oral language during the interactive writing section by asking students to read the sentence with me.
We like to run.
Get your mouth ready.
R.
R. Very good.
During shared reading, I support students as they point to each word. Pointing reinforces one-to-one matching.
We like to slide.
Good. Turn the page.
We like to run.
Turn the page.
At the pre-A level, I teach looking at the picture as one of the first strategies to figure out a word. Using the meaning from the picture is the foundation of comprehension.
You are the one that likes to do this, Douglas.
They like to monkey
They like to do what on the monkey bars? They like to
climb.
climb. Everybody do that for me. Climb. Very good.
One-to-one matching is a phonological awareness skill of understanding a spoken word matches a group of letters. However, children could be pointing to each word as they read, but still not understand the concept of a word or the difference between a letter and a word. So I have students frame each word on the page with their fingers to help them understand the concept of a word.
Here's a word. You see those little letters? You know what letters are. And when you have a space, this makes a word. Can you put one finger in front and one finger behind on that word? Show me that word. Good job. Okay. Show me another word. Go to find a different word. Okay, you want to make sure your finger goes in front like that, okay? All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to read this page together, but we're not going to use our pointer. We're going to use our fingers, and this is how we're going to do it. Watch me first. We're going to do this. We, and you can take your fingers, we like to play. So let's get our fingers out and let's frame that first word and let's read it. Ready? We like to play.
Once students isolate the initial consonant sound of a word, I have them use the alphabet chart to match the sound to the letter.
We like. Give me that first sound. Yes. Point to the L. Show me the L on your chart. Excellent job.